At the start of the summer, the Ratliffs received an invitation from the Haywards to stay with them in their country cottage. It was meant as some sort of reunion of their university days, a holiday for a few select families and their children. Joseph presented the idea to Corinne as an opportunity. No maids, no governesses, no distractions. Corinne didn't need convincing. She understood what this was, a last grasp to save their family, and that included Oscar, who Norma was reluctant to let go for an entire summer without her. But Norma couldn't be spared from Corinne's new project, and Oscar needed to get to know the Ratliffs. But it was not a simple country cottage where the old furniture goes to die, as Damien Hayward put it. It was like a vision from a painting. Ginny and Addie got straight to work, befriending Damien and Marin's daughter Nell Hayward. The Hayward brood included Harvey and little Tobias. The littlest of them was Walter Tolliver, as the Tollivers had also been invited. The Tollivers had all boys, David and Ashley, just a few years apart. It was good for Helene to have playmates her own age. 15 people and no maids in one cottage was no silly piece of business. So shifts were given, but there was something so cathartic for Corinne about being with old friends. It almost made the weight lighter, gave it perspective, even if that perspective was just how bad things had gotten between them. But that was why they were here, wasn't it? Nestled alone in the woods across the hills from their home, to mend, to mesh, to fix what was broken, or decide to break from one another for good. Thomas Fuller once wrote, "The darkest hour of night comes just before the dawn." The countryside was really quite a nice change for the children. Ginny and Addie didn't have much experience with animals besides dishwater, and now they were surrounded by them. Chickens and birds and cows and rabbits abound. Though Ginny argued that chickens are birds, and Addie lied when she said a fox tried to bite her. They were all quite different, these little ones. David, for example, took to the countryside like a fish to water. But he was from the woods, and Addie said that was expected of wooded children. Nell was quite a social type girl. She and Addie spent hours looking at the clouds together. While Addie was the creative type, she loved nothing more than music and dancing, and the occasional fable, as she called them. Others called them lies. Ginny preferred her fables written down, but mostly reading afforded her the excuse for silence, though occasionally she tried her hand at besting the others at a game of chess now and then. The babies enjoyed baby things, like being read to, though Helene had something of an independent spirit, preferring to try on her own before asking for help. While independent, Helene could spend time with anyone. Oscar, on the other hand, was a bit more discerning. He didn't enjoy the way these people cooked, and he chose mostly to spend his time with Nell, if anyone. Difficult to say if they even noticed him. Especially after the arrival of Mrs. Ratliff's sister Marie Livingston.